Hello?
Hi, Brandon.
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Brandon. It's Tina. I am giving you a call.
Hey.
Hi. I just wanted to check in with you. I understand you were able to chat with Allison.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
About my visits and why they're only once a week.
Okay.
Cause I was getting two visits a week, so
So
wow.
they changed it to down to once.
Yeah. This and for just an hour and a half. Yeah, for an hour and a half. And I was getting two a week at an hour and a half. So I don't know why it's going backwards.
Oh, I'm just writing it down.
But I'll take it
Um,
anyways, right? Just to see him. So, but
yeah, absolutely. So
and they had that
did
like
you?
for the whole month. They have that booked for this 1 week.
Okay. Did they? Did you speak to? I'm trying to remember the name of the guardianship worker now.
What Fabiana? Or
Fabiana about
yeah,
it.
I talked to Fabiana. She said it wasn't up to her, right? She just books it. It's Liz. She has to go through, right?
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I can check on that
Okay.
and find out why. So I thought your visits
I haven't even had to
being
visit in
moved.
I don't know like 3 weeks.
Okay. Okay. How did the rest of your conversation go with Allison? She talked to you about the concerns with Liz and
No, no. Well,
Christy.
she called me on Friday afternoon and
Mhm.
just said that they'd probably be changing my social worker,
Mhm.
and that's about it. Nothing. She hasn't said anything too much about it this week at all.
Okay. Yeah, I had spoken to her and she said that she was going to call you on Friday and just
Yeah, she called me on Friday
talk to
and
you about the YouTube video and stuff and
yeah,
um,
she said she wanted
the
a copy
content
of
of
it.
that. Mhm. Well, did you put it on YouTube though, right? So isn't it
Yeah, I took it off
still
already
there?
though. Yeah, I took it off because my
Oh, you
lawyer
took it
did.
off?
Yeah,
Oh, your lawyer suggested you do?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, um, the only things like they are planning on switching your social worker to a new social worker and a new team, um, so that you're not having to deal with Christy and Liz anymore,
Mhm.
um, because they do acknowledge that that meeting was not what what we want in a meeting.
Mhm.
Um, I can't, like, I know that it will probably be helpful for you to know like what the outcome of that is from a human resource perspective or from Allison being their boss perspective.
Yep.
And I'm not allowed to tell you that because it would be considered an employee employer relation,
Yeah.
any kind of follow up or disciplinary aspects of it.
Mhm.
Um, so all I can say is that they are addressing it.
Okay. How are they addressing
And
it?
well, I
Oh.
can't tell you, Pat, right? So all I can do is tell you that it is being looked at, and they've decided that it would be better for you to not have the same social worker, not have the same team. They want you to have a better working relationship with the social worker. Um, but what I wanted to know is, do you feel like it would be helpful to meet with Liz and Christy and talk to them about what happened, or
No, they're fake as
no?
fuck, man. Like they'll put
Okay.
on a smile and in front of everyone, but as soon as you're alone with them, then that's when they do it, right? That's when they're
Okay.
really mean. So you know what? In front of everyone, they're gonna try and look good, right? You know, already like
Mhm.
it's I don't know. You'd have to know them or kind of get to know them just to know what they are,
Mhm.
right? And yeah, I just know that it wouldn't be sincere and it wouldn't be authentic. even if they did apologize, because they're not sorry for what they did. I know they're not, and they knew exactly what they were doing. Right? They're all trained. They're all social workers. They all fucking done the training. You guys, so it'd be pretty silly to say that if they didn't know what they were doing, because they did.
Is there anything that you would help you
Well,
to?
Liz is still gonna be attached to my file no matter what. Like, she's still she's anything to do with court or anything like that. If I try and go get my conditions changed, she's gonna be on top of that as well, right? She's not really gonna be out completely. And I find that to be a conflict of interest, right, with anything.
Mm, and I can touch base about Allison with that. So right now, is Liz coming to court when you have your conditions changed?
No, but she speaks on the behalf to Crown about it.
Okay.
I always told her exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna say, hey, I'm gonna try and do this and try and do this, and then every time I do, it's I tried to have it so she wasn't in charge, like if I had contact with my partner, but uh, my PO has that, but my PO is like, I don't want to get involved in between that, so that
Mm.
still leaves it up to her. Like, I was talking to the judge, and I don't know, if I go do it again, he might finally see that maybe they are, or she is, right, a little bit. So I don't know. I just feel like since the very beginning, it's been like this, and it just hasn't been fair, right? Like, I don't think I've had a fair shot since the beginning. I think I have learned a lot of things, and yes, I'm not perfect. I still gotta practice them, right? But
Mm-hmm.
no one gets it on the first try and is going to be perfect as soon as they do those courses, right? It takes a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
time and practice. And so what they point out is all the bad stuff, or all the stuff I do wrong, nothing that I do right, and like they say, I don't show what I'm learning. And in a lot of my messages, I do explain myself and what I've learned. So like I just I feel like it's been not fair since the very beginning, and like it should be far more advanced than we are right now.
Okay. So besides getting a new social worker, a new team, um, you do have some other options. Like we could ask for an administrative review of your complaint if you think that would be helpful. Or I don't, I think I sent you some information about that review,
Did you today, or
right?
did you do that today?
No,
Or,
I thought maybe I did previously, but
I
if I
don't
didn't, I
think
can.
so. Yeah.
Okay, I can send you an email with sort of the outline of what an administrative review does. It's done by the province, by the BC government.
Yeah.
So MCFD, it is a non-involved
Yeah, that's the Obuds
individual.
person, right?
Pardon me?
The Obuds person?
Well, the ombudsman person is another person that
Okay.
you can do. A lot of the times, the ombuds person will let you know that they want you to do an administrative review before they'll get involved in your case. So, but you definitely can call the ombudsman person as well, and they're kind of two separate. So the ombudsman person looks to see whether or not the agency followed policy legislation.
Well, I got
When
questions and concerns about that no one can give me answers
mhm.
to, right? I don't think you guys are allowed to. So
and
it's hard to navigate around that.
and the administrative review does something very similar, but
Hmm.
they are a little more involved. They'll have an interview with you. They talk to you on the phone, gather all your concerns, then they speak to the staff that were involved.
Hmm.
Um, and they also review all the file information, and they make some decisions about whether or not the agency worked with you in good faith, whether we treated you respectfully, um, and they have suggestions of outcomes. So um, they they won't be able to, they don't get involved in disciplinary matters. So just like myself, like if there is a matter of discipline with a staff member, we won't be able to tell you
Yeah.
what it is because it would be considered confidential, but they do review the entire file information and then um, make recommendations.
Mhm.
So I can send you an email with that
Sure. Yeah, you can
information
send me an
if that
email with
helps.
that. Yeah, I can look
Okay.
it over.
Okay. And you can decide to do it any time. It's
Okay.
yeah, and because it sounds like you still have lots of questions, right, about how your your previous interactions with Liz are not going to affect your future
Yeah,
involvement with
because
the agency.
that's what it feels like it is going to, because she's still the family caseworker and everything, right? So, like, she has everything to do with my kids and everything still. So,
Okay.
I just, and then now she's really going to be mad probably. So,
Hmm.
and look, already giving me just one visit a week. Like it's not off to a good start.
So that was after they changed that after you
Yeah, I just got the
posted on
schedule today.
YouTube.
I just got the
You
schedule,
just got it
or sorry,
today.
yesterday. Sorry, yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, and Fabiana, she sent that to me yesterday, and we said, I'm like, I thought we'd have the exact same amount of time or visits, right? I was getting
Hmm.
two visits a week. I'm like, why is there only one? So
And
she
she said it
says,
was up to Liz.
well, it is up to Liz, right? She just books. All Fabiana has booked the visits, right? And it's Liz is who she has to go through, right?
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, let me find out what's going on, okay?
okay, thank you.
And I'll also send you that email with that information, all right?
Okay, I appreciate that.
No problem. It was good to speak to you, Brandon.
Yeah, good to speak to you too. Thank you for the call.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye bye.